Broken bottles in the hotel lobby.
Hi Martina. The funniest moment filming with Lily and Sam was probably a scene towards the end, which I'm not gonna spoil now for you in case you haven't seen the movie yet, but it is a scene which is very emotional, but I whispered into Sam's ear, make her laugh. And Lily, I told to Lily, okay, whatever he does, don't laugh. And so it was very funny for me, the scene to watch, and I think for them it was very stressful. And we had a lot of other scenes where, everybody, like the funny scenes in the movie too, where everybody had to laugh, was behind the camera, where we had to do another take because the cameraman, the image went like this because the cameraman started laughing with his camera and everything. So we had a lot of fun. Thanks for your question. Hi Elisa. My favorite scene of the movie is the last scene because I think that you would have to have a heart of stone if you come out of the movie watching that scene and don't have a smile on your face, and I love that about the film, so that's my favorite scene. Simona, this is a more difficult question than you can imagine. One word, one adjective for each character, so I would choose the most outstanding adjective for Alex would be honest, and for Rosie it would be determined. Elisa, you want to know if a friendship like Alex and Rosie have is possible in real life? And I can say for sure yes, because it happened to me, and now I'm married to my best friend, so good luck, that it happens to you too. Okay, Sergio, you want to know how the distance influences the relationship between Alex and Rosie, and it plays a very big part in their relationship because they are separated by an ocean when Alex moves to America. And what I think is really interesting that in the world today, even if you have a friend in America and another friend in Europe, distances become very small through modern means of communication. It's not like you have to write a letter anymore and then it takes 2 weeks for the letter to go over to the different continent and then another 2 weeks to come back. And so you can maintain a very close relationship even if you're not physically close. But it's the same as friendship versus love, that I think friendship is durable over a long distance, whereas love, you have longing for somebody, you want to hold him and you want to just be with them, and that's ultimately Rosie's and Alex's problem, isn't it? So, but they find a way to work it out. Hi Alicia, you asked me how I chose Lily and Sam for the roles, and it was very easy because Lily, I just adored her and I just met her, and in the meeting I said, okay, I'm not leaving this room unless you say yes, you play the part. And she didn't say it in the room, but like really shortly afterwards she said, okay, I'm in. And so I've seen Sam in the films he did before, which was Hunger Games and Snow White and the Huntsman and everything. But I've also seen an interview with him on YouTube actually. And in this interview he was so funny and so charming, as he is in real life, that I thought, okay, this is not like the warrior I've seen in other films, which is also very good, but this charm and wit and freshness I thought would be perfect for Alex. And so he's the first guy, as with Lily, first people I met and right away said, okay, you have to be the part. And then, they met each other, and from the moment they were in the same room with each other, I didn't have to do anything anymore. And I thought, okay, that's easy for me as a director, I just have to roll the camera on them and don't have to work. So Giovanna, you want to know if I expected Sam and Lily to get on from the casting. To be honest, I didn't know when I met them first separately. My only feeling was, they are very nice and very open and very funny people. And so when I met Lily and then I met Sam, I thought, okay, these, there's a big chance of them getting along with each other. But then when the three of us met together and I put them in the same room, it was like, it was like old friends meeting, and they were like immediately on the same page. So we did like we did read a scene, and it was just like, it was like watching Rosie and Alex and not Lily and Sam. So I knew from that very first meeting with the three of us that they have to do the movie, and I don't know what I would have done if they would have said no, but they didn't. Elisa, you want to know if my idea of a man-woman friendship changed after shooting Scrimi vi ancora? And I have to say no, because I do think that, you know, like boys and girls can be best friends, but I also experienced that, you know, they can, from that friendship can develop more, like a love relationship. And I do think that, you know, every loving relationship you have, you know, should be based on a great friendship. So, and I thought that before, and I thought like that. So Valeria, you want to know when I decided to shoot Scrimi vi ancora, and it was when I read the script for the first time, because I was reading the script and I was laughing out loud, like seriously, like laughing out loud, which was very embarrassing because I was sitting in the packed cafe and people like left and right of me went like, what's that dude doing? And so I kept reading. And then at a certain point I got really emotional and my eyes swelled up and everything, which was even more embarrassing because I was sitting in that cafe, right? And so I thought if this, you know, just words on the page in this first, you know, script I read, if that, you know, grabs me emotionally in that way and makes me laugh and makes me cry and everything, you know, that's going to be a great movie. And I want to do that, and I want to share that with you all, that you can all laugh. Roberta, you want to know what was the hardest challenge to adapting the characters from the book, and it's hard to put in words because I don't know if you've read the book, the novel, but what's special about it that you feel that, you know, they're your friends, right? It feels like Rosie is your best friend and Alex is your best friend, and therefore, you know, they are best friends and everything. So for me, it was important that the characters of the film have the same belief and values, they have the same humor, and they have the same goals as in the book. But then, like shooting the film on set, it was really important to me that they feel that like they are my friends, right? As I read them in the book. And so some scenes are the same as in the book and some scenes differ. But my compass always was, okay, do I truly believe that they could be my best friend? And I think, you know, they do. And I think if you watch the movie, I hope that, you know, Lily and Sam or Rosie and Alex feel like they are your best friends too.